Dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Determinants has applications in various fields. Today in this module, we will consider some of the applications of determinants. We will consider that how the determinants can be used to find the area of a triangle whose three vertices are given. We will also prove the condition of collinearity of 3 points in a plane by using the determinants. We will also use the determinants to find the line equation of a line passing through the two given points in a plane. Then we will consider the most important property of the determinants, that is Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule is a method that which is used to solve a linear system of equations. We don't need to solve a system of equations. We using this method, without solving the system, we can show that the given system has a unique solution, it has a no solution, or it has infinitely many solutions. So first application of determinant is area of a triangle. Let us consider a triangle with vertices x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 as follows. So the area of triangle is given by plus minus half of determinant of this matrix, where the first column will consider the first x1, x2, x3, second column will have y1, y2, y3, and the last column is just having 1, where the sign is chosen to give positive area, as area of a triangle cannot be negative. So let us consider in the triangle ABC having vertices A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3, such that y is positive for I for 1, 2, 3. Also assume that x3 lies between x1 and x2, and x3 y3 point lie above the line joining the points x1 y1, x2 y2 as shown in the figure. Now consider the trapezoid ADEC, CEFB and ADFB. The area of triangle ABC is given by the area of trapezoid ADEC, the area of trapezoid plus trapezoid CEFB, and minus this area of trapezoid ADFB. Now first we should know how to find the area of a trapezoid. The area of trapezoid PQRS, where PQ is B1 and RS is B2, and height h or altitude is given, h is given by the formula this. This is expression for the area of trapezoid PQRS. So the area of trapezoid ADEC in our figure in triangle ABC, the area of ADEC is given by this expression. Area of trapezoid CEFB will be this expression, and area of trapezoid ADFB will be half of y1 plus y2, x2 minus x1. Now using 1, then the area of triangle ABC is given by this expression. Now simplifying this expression, we actually obtain half of determinant of this matrix. If we do not consider the assumptions that y is positive for I 1, 2, 3 and x3 lies between x1 and x2, and x3 y3 point lie above the line joining the points x1 y1 and x2 y2, then we may obtain a negative value of area. So then we should avoid the negative sign and choose the positive sign for the area of a triangle. Let us consider an example. Find the area of a triangle with vertices 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Using the determinants, area of triangle ABC is given by half of this matrix, where the first two columns are given by the points of this vertices of this triangle, and the last column is just 1, 1, 1. Now expanding this determinant, we obtain the value minus half. Now here the value is the negative. So as mentioned earlier, that as we know that the area of triangle cannot be negative, so we just consider the positive value of determinant. So drop the negative sign here. So the area of triangle ABC is actually half. So we have used the determinants to find the area of a triangle with vertices 1, 1, 1, 2 and 2, 2. Now the condition for 3 points to be collinear. Let 3 points be A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3. We have to find a condition so that these points are collinear. Now these points lie on a line if and only if area of triangle ABC is 0. So these points, these vertices will lie on a same line if the triangle obtained by these vertices is just a line. it has 0 area. So if and only if, now area of triangle will be 0 if and only if this expression is equal to 0, or we can say the determinant of this matrix is 0, and this is the condition for 3 points x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3 to be collinear. Now equation of a line, we know 3 points x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 v3, x y3 are collinear if and only if determinant of this expression is 0. Now let we have to find a line passing through the points x1 y1, x2 y2. Let xy be the variable lie on the line joining the points x1 y1 and x2 y2. So then these 3 points xy, where xy are variables, x1 y1 and x2 y2 must be collinear. So the equation of line joining the points x1 y1, x2 y2 is given by this expression, where xy are just variables and x1 y1, x2 y2 are the given points through which the line passes. For example, find the equation of a line which passes through the points 2, 2 and -1, 3. Using the application of determinants, equation of line is given by this expression, determinant of this matrix, where xy are variables. So expanding the determinant, we obtain x plus 3y is equal to 8. Now this is a equation of line which passes through the points 2, 2 and -1, 3. You can verify this. So the equation of line passes through the points 2, 2 and -1, 3 is x plus 3y is equal to 8. Now the most important application, that is solutions of a system of linear equations. First of all, what are system of linear equations? A system of n simultaneous linear equations in n unknowns x1, x2, xn is given by this expression, where aij coefficients of variables and bi are on the right hand side for I from 1 to n are constants. This system of equations can be written in matrix form as this, where first matrix is actually called coefficient matrix and second column matrix, that is x1, x2, xn is called variable matrix, and the last is right hand side. So system can be written as Ax is equal to B, where A is a square matrix of n by n order and x is a column matrix, B is also a column matrix. Now homogeneous and non-homogeneous system of equations. A system of equations Ax equal to B is called homogeneous system if right hand side B is equal to 0. Thus B has column matrix 0 column matrix. So this right hand side B must be 0. Otherwise it is called non-homogeneous system of equations. Now solution of system of equations. A set of values of the variables x1, x2, xn satisfying all the equations in the system simultaneously is called a solution of the system of equations. So any value of x1, x2, xn which satisfy all the equations in the system is said to be a solution of given linear system. Now consistent or inconsistent system of equations. If a system has one or more solutions, then it is said to be consistent system of equations. So if a system has a solution, then it will be consistent solution system. If system has no solution, then it is said to be inconsistent system of equations. Now methods for solving the system Ax equal to B, that is linear system of non-homogeneous equations. First we will discuss to solve a non-homogeneous system of simultaneous linear equations by Cramer's rule, named after the Swiss mathematician Gabriel Cramer. Cramer's rule for non-homogeneous system of equations. Let us consider the solution of system of linear equations of 3 linear equations with 3 unknowns. The solution of this system will be given by this expression. X will be obtained by d1 by d. Here x is actually x1, y is here x2 and z here is x3, where d here is a determinant of coefficient matrix, that is coefficients of variables. d1 is matrix obtained from D by replacing the first column by the right hand side of the system of equations. Similarly, so in D, first column came from first variables of x1, and second column come from the this expression, that is the coefficients of x2, and third column of D come from the coefficients of x3. Now to obtain D1, we have to replace A11 first column of D by right hand side of system of equations, that is this expression. Similarly, for D2, we have to replace the second column of D by B1, B2, B3. Similarly, for D3, we have to replace the third column of D by B1, B2, B3. The determinant D1 is obtained by replacing first column of D by the column vector B1, B2, B3 transpose. Similarly, D2 is obtained by replacing the second column of D by the column vectors B1, B2, B3 transpose, and D3 is obtained by replacing the third column of D by the column vector B1, B2, B3 transpose. Here D should not be 0. For a system of 3 simultaneous linear equations in 3 unknowns, if D is non-zero, then the given system of equations is consistent and has a unique solution. So, if determinant of coefficient matrix is non-zero, then we always have a unique solution, and that the solution is given by x is equal to d1 by d, y is d2 by d, and z is d3 by d. Now, if determinant of coefficient matrix is 0, if d is equal to 0 and d1, d2, d3 are also 0, then the given system of equations may or may not be consistent. It may have solution or may not have a solution. However, if it is consistent, then it has infinitely many solutions. So, the solution if exists, it will be infinitely many solutions. If D is equal to 0 and at least one discriminant, either D1, D2 or D3 is non-zero, then the given system of equation is inconsistent. That is, the given system will not have any solution. However, if it is consistent, then it has algorithm for Cramer's rule for non-homogeneous system of linear equations. Step 1, obtain D, D1, D2, D3, where D is given by this expression, D1 is given by this expression, D2 is given by this expression, and D3 is given by this expression. If D is equal to 0, then go to the step 3. Cramer's rule for non-homogeneous system. The solution of system of linear equations is given by this expression. Here x is actually x1 and y is here x2 and z is here x3, where D is given by this expression, D1 is given by this expression, D2 by this expression, and D3 by this expression, provided D is non-zero. Here the first column of the D came from coefficients of x1, and second column of D came from the coefficients of x2, and third column of D came from the coefficients of x3. Now, to obtain D1, we have to replace the first column of D by the right hand side of this system of equations. So, we will have here the first column as B1, B2, B3. Similarly, for obtaining D2, we have to replace the second column of D by B1, B2, B3, and similarly to obtain D3, we have to replace the third column of D by B1, B2, B3. So, the determinant D1 is obtained by placing the first column of D by the column vector B1, B2, B3 transpose. Similarly, D2 is obtained by replacing the second column of D by the column vector B1, B2, B3 transpose, and D3 is obtained by replacing the third column of D by the column vector B1, B2, B3 transpose. Now, for a system of 3 simultaneous linear equations in 3 unknowns, if D is non-zero, then the given system of equations is consistent and has unique solution, and the solution is given by this expression: x is equal to d1 by d, y is equal to d2 by d, and z is equal to d3 by d. If D is 0, that is coefficient matrix determinant is 0, and also D1, D2, D3 are 0, that is determinants D1, D2, D3 also vanish, then the given system of equations may or may not be consistent. They may have or may not have any solution. However, if it is consistent, that is if it has solution, then it has infinitely many solutions. If D is equal to 0 and at least one determinant d1, d2, d3 is non-zero, then the given system of equation is inconsistent. So, the system will not have any solution. Now, algorithm for Cramer's rule for non-homogeneous system of linear equations, that is right hand side of the systems will not be 0. Step 1, obtain d, d1, d2, d3, where d is given by this expression, that is determinant of coefficient matrix, d1 is given by this expression, d2 by this, and 3d3 by this expression. Now, the second step is, if d is non-zero, then the system of equations is consistent and have unique solution. Then the solution is obtained by this expression, x is equal to d1 by d, y is equal to d2 by d, and z is equal to d3 by d. Now, here d is non-zero, so we can divide d1 by d and d2 by d and d3 by d. So, in this case we can obtain unique solution. If d is 0, then go to the step 3. Step 3 is, if at least one of d1, d2, d3 is non-zero, then the system is inconsistent. That means the system will not have any solution, so we won't need to move further. But if d1, d2, d3 are also 0, d is 0 and d1, d2, d3 are also 0, go to the step 4. Now, step 4 is, take any two equations out of the given three equations from the system and shift one of the variable, say z, on the right hand side to obtain two equations in xy. Solve these two equations to obtain xy in terms of z. We can also replace z by k. If these values of xy satisfy the third equation of the system, then the system is consistent and have infinitely many solutions, and the value of xyz in terms of arbitrary constant k constitutes a solution of the given system of equations. If values of xy in terms of z does not satisfy the third equation of the system, then the system is inconsistent and have no solution. Let us consider examples of three cases. First of all, unique solution. So, solve this system by Cramer's rule. So, first of all, we will obtain d, that is determinant of coefficient matrix. So, determinant of the coefficient matrix is 55, which is non-zero. So, we know that in this case we will have a unique solution. So, the system is consistent and have unique solution. Now, similarly, we can find d1, d2 and d3 by using these expressions. So, d1 is 55, d2 is minus 55, d3 is also minus 55. So, now we can find the values of x, y, z. So, by the Cramer's rule, solution is given by x is equal to d1 by d, that is 1, y is d2 by d, that is minus 1, and z is d3 by d, that is minus 1. You can also verify that your solution satisfies the given system of equations. Now, inconsistent system, that means this system may not have any solution. Let us check by the Cramer's method. Show that the following system of equations is inconsistent. Here we obtain d as follows. So, determinant of coefficient matrix is 0. So, the system will not have a unique solution. It may have no solution or may have infinitely many solutions. So, the system does not have unique solution. Now, obtain d1. Now, d1 is non-zero. d1 or d2 is non-zero, but d is 0, then the system is always inconsistent. So, the system will not have any solution. So, d is 0, here d1 is non-zero, hence the given system is inconsistent, so have no solution. Now, let us consider the infinitely many solutions. By using the determinants, solve the system of equations. These solution obtained, first of all find d, that is determinant of coefficient matrix, that is 0. So, the system does not have a unique solution. Now, obtain d1, d2, d3 as follows. So, d1 is 0, d2 is 0, d3 is also 0. Thus, d, d1, d2, d3 all are 0. So, either the system is consistent with infinitely many solutions, or system may have no solution, that is system is inconsistent. To check the consistency, consider the first two equations. Put z is equal to k and write these equations as follows. So, now x plus y is equal to 1 minus k, x plus 2y is equal to 4 minus 3 k. So, we have now reduce the system into system of two equations where k is any arbitrary constant. Solve these equations and find the values of xy in terms of k using the Cramer's rule. So again, solving this system by Cramer's rule, first of all find the determinant of coefficient matrix that is equal to 1, which is non-zero, so the system will have a unique solution. So finding d1 and d2, d1 is k minus 2 and d2 is 3 minus 2k. So using Cramer's rule, x is given by d1 by d, that is k minus 2, and y is given by d2 by d, that is 3 minus 2k. So we have obtained x k minus 2, y 3 minus 2k, and z is equal to k. These values satisfy the third equation of the system. We can check by putting the values of x, y and z in third equation. This expression satisfies this equation. So x equal to k minus 2, y is equal to 3 minus 2k, and z equal to k is a solution of given system for any value of k. Now here k may have any real value, so the system have infinitely many solutions. Now there are some exercise questions. In the second exercise question, here the expressions are little bit complicated. We have given a hint that you can substitute 1 by x as u, 1 by y v, and 1 by z w. Then this system will become a linear system of equations, and then we can use Cramer's rule to solve that system. Similarly, in the last expression, for what value of a and b the system will have unique solution, infinitely many solution, or no solution. We have to find the values of a, b. Now the Cramer's rule for homogeneous system of linear equations. Consider a homogeneous system of linear equations given by this expression. So the right hand side is 0. For this system, d1, d2, d3 are always 0 because first column of d1 is replaced by 0, 0, 0. d2, in the case of d2, second row column is replaced by 0, 0, and in d3 last column is 0, 0, 0. So we know that if in any row or any column of a discriminant is 0, then discriminant is 0. So we have d1, d2, d3 is 0. Now if d is non-zero, then the homogeneous system of equations has a unique solution, which is given by this expression. As d1, d2, d3 are 0, so the expression will be 0. So this solution is called a trivial solution, and this solution will always be there for the homogeneous system of equations. 0, 0 solution will always satisfy the given system of equations. So the homogeneous system cannot have no solution, or it will never be inconsistent. It will always be consistent. It may have either a unique solution, which is trivial solution, or it may have infinitely many solutions. If d is 0, then the homogeneous system of equations has infinitely many solutions. Solutions other than trivial solutions are called non-trivial or non-zero solutions. Now algorithm for solving the homogeneous system of linear equation by Cramer's rule. First step, obtain the determinant of coefficient matrix, find d. If d is non-zero, then the system has only trivial solution, that is given by x, y, z is equal to 0. So if discriminant is non-zero, then you will have only a trivial solution. All the three variables x, y, z will be 0. Now if d is 0, that is determinant of coefficient matrix is 0, then consider the two equations out of 3 given equations and replace a variable say z by k. So obtain the solution of this system by Cramer's rule in terms of k. The solution obtained with z equal to k gives a solution of given system. So for each value of k, we have solution of given homogeneous system. Hence we will obtain infinitely many solutions. So if d is 0, then we will have infinitely many solutions of given homogeneous system of equations. Let us consider an example. Solve the following system of homogeneous equations. First of all, we find d. Now here d is non-zero. D is 46, which is non-zero. So we have only unique solution, that is trivial solution. So the system have only a trivial solution, which is x, y, z is equal to 0. So it's easy to solve homogeneous system. Now solve this system of homogeneous equations. Now here we have d is equal to 0. So system have infinitely many solutions. So for finding the infinitely many solutions, just consider the first two equations and put z equal to k. We have this expression x plus y is equal to k and x minus 2y is equal to minus k. Now we will solve this system by Cramer's method. Solving this non-homogeneous system by Cramer's rule, we have d is equal to minus 3, d1 is equal to minus k and d3 is equal to minus 2k. So solution is given by x is equal to k by 3, y is equal to 2k by 3 and z we have already considered is k. Thus for each value of k we have non-trivial solution, x equal to k by 3, y is equal to 2k by 3 and z equal to k. So we have infinitely many solution of this system. So dear students, in this module we had talked about some applications of determinants. We have used the determinants to find the area of a triangle whose 3 vertices are given. We have also used determinants to find the condition of collinearity of 3 points in a plane. Then we have used determinants to find the equation of a line which passes through the 2 given points. Then we have used determinants for in a Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule is a method to find solution of a linear system of equations. So using the Cramer's rule, we can show that given system has a unique solution or infinitely many solutions or no solution. So if we before discussing the method, we have discussed that what are linear system of equations, what are homogeneous and what are non-homogeneous linear system of equations. Then when we have explained the algorithm for showing that when a system will have unique solution, when a system will have no solution, or when a system will have infinitely many solutions. Thanks.